Y'all, there is a lot going on in Potomac. And I'm gonna be honest, this story actually breaks my heart to even talk about. The word on the street is that Chris Bassett is cheating on Candiace. Okay, let's just get into it, you guys. This season of Potomac Housewives is gonna be super, super lit. There is so much going on. We have fights. We have cheating. We have Juan continuing to meet ladies at the laundromat. He's in his old shenanigans. We have all of the friends of acting a fool, wanting to get their official titles. We have all of the mess. Couple weeks ago, we had all of the stuff going on with Mia and Gordon and him coming out and telling all of the business, telling all of the things. Then we had Candiace. She came out and she was like, yeah, what he called, Eddie, and he called Chris and da-da-da. And now, mysteriously, we have these allegations, and everything is alleged in this video because ain't anybody about to be suing me. And again, I actually like everybody in here, so I'm going to try to be diplomatic with how I talk about this. But yes, now they're saying that Chris is cheating on Candiace. And guess who's the culprit? The exposure extraordinaire, Miss I will tell everything and hang my mama out to dry, Tasha K. Tasha K is now speaking to the alleged mistress. Her name is Ayanna Williams, I believe. Sidebar. This girl ain't cute. And I do recognize that men don't always cheat with the most beautiful woman. A lot of times it is a downgrade. Sometimes they're cheating for peace, or the girl is close for comfort or whatever. But she's not cute. She's real weak. That's my sidebar. But anyway, Miss Ayanna Williams has sat down on a phone conversation. Tasha K will videotape a conversation in a minute. And they're on the FaceTime talking, and Ayanna is telling all of the things, okay? This lady is telling her that obviously she's been in a relationship with Chris Bassett for a little bit. And before we get to the really juicy part, she said Chris don't love Candiace. She said that it's all for TV, y'all. So I'm going to be honest. That may or may not be true. We don't really know these people's hearts. We don't know their relationships. We don't know, the ins and the outs, right? But I will say this. I don't know if I believe that. Because I think out of every franchise of the Housewives, Chris and Candiace's relationship seems pretty... I feel the passion with them. You know what I mean? Like some of these relationships, I don't believe it, but I really do feel the passion between them. Sometimes Candiace be a little reckless with the mouse because Chris is one of the coolest husbands. You know what I'm saying? He's respectful. We don't like what Giselle did last season. I'm not even going to get into that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch season, I think 7 or 6. Last season was 7 or 6 to see how Giselle showed her whole ass with how she made up lies on Chris. We don't like that. We never believed it. He's always been really respectful. He's just like, he's a cool white guy. He's cool. And you can tell, for me, the way he loves her permeates through the camera. So I don't know if I believe Miss Ayanna when she says that he don't love Candiace. I don't believe that. Do y'all believe that? What do y'all think? Am I missing something? But they seem like they genuinely love each other. I will say, and I like Candiace, I don't really love the way she treats him sometimes. I think she does degrade him sometimes, but I do think they balance each other out. She's real fiery, passionate, emotional. She wears her heart on her sleeve. He's the more logical one. He's the one that can kind of calm her down, but it seems like it works. And it seems like over the years, they have gotten better. I follow her on social media. She seems like she's really into him, and it seems like it's reciprocated. So I don't know if I believe that, but that is what Ayanna says. Let's put that aside to talk about the bomb she dropped. Today is October 12th. I believe she talked to Tasha K yesterday, October 11th. This lady said she had a whole abortion 3 months ago. She said she has the receipt and all that. Sidebar, I've never ever gone through that? But do you get a receipt for it? Like, she's like, I have a receipt that I can show you. Because Tasha was like, can you send the receipt over? And she's like, yeah, well, she was scared to do it. And I'm like, they give receipts for that procedure? You don't have to confirm it. This is more of a rhetorical question. I'm just curious because when I go to, the kind of colleges to get my annual exam, we don't get a receipt. You might depending on what you did, they might give you your lab results or whatever, whatever it is. But like, I ain't never got a receipt for some type of thing like that. I could be wrong. You guys, if you can or cannot, if it's too personal, but I'm just curious. Like, she was like, yeah, I have the receipt for the procedure. I'm like, huh? So she's saying, that was a sidebar, sorry, because I'm confusion. But she's saying that, like, she can obviously send Tasha K some proof over. Let's really talk about this, y'all. Number one, the obvious is, are any of these reality TV relationships, I really, okay, is the money worth it, you guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it worth it? Because Candiace is getting paid. She's probably at this point, I don't know how many seasons she's in. Potomac is one of the most successful franchises. She's probably making upwards of $600,000 to $900,000 a season. That's my guesstimate, based off of like the rumblings that I heard that they make. But if you really have the love of your life, is it worth it? That's not an amount of money that's worth it. I mean, I personally think love trumps money, but I'm just saying, not that you need to be loved and broke, but they weren't broke before, so it's like, with the statistics, I feel like, excuse me, whenever there's a mistress, it comes out. And I think Chris knows that, and I think Candiace knows that. However, maybe Candiace didn't know, but I just feel like we go through the same thing with all the men and all the ladies. Even if it's not true or if it hasn't proven to be true, there's always an accusation. Always. We even had, Todd and Candy, like they're together, they seem tight, but they had their stuff, the whole Marvin, and I mean, there's always something. So I guess, is it really worth it? It's not worth it to me. I mean, they're so far deep at this point that it's like, and then, he's, working at the W, working at Park. Those are establishments that's like lit. That's nightlife. He's probably tempted. There's beautiful women in DC. Like, he's probably so tempted. Where I could see, he's got a little clout. He's on TV. His face is known. I could imagine even with what he does, a lot of what he does is probably interacting with, clients, schmoozing with them, trying to get them to come into his establishments and spend money. It's just not worth it. And I just think there's a downward spiral on every single relationship. And when I say every single one, I can't think of one relationship that hasn't had an issue. I'm trying to think from the franchises, but I can't. Even we have now Mauricio and Kyle, who are like supposedly the poster children of like great, housewife relationships. And then we have, on New Jersey, what's my girl's name? Y'all help me. Oh Lord, Teresa. Teresa just got married, but her husband's trash. So it's just like, but it makes me sad. I mean, it's gonna make for a great season. But let me just end with this because, I just wanted to dissect this and talk to you guys and see if you've heard the news. Tasha K. Okay, so what I'm doing, I like to give commentary on, celebrity news, but I would never expose someone like this. And I feel like she's just salivates on waiting for people to come to her to expose people. And it's really sad. Because honestly, what if this is not even true? Because I don't know if I believe this lady. Now, I could be wrong. We might see evidence that is contrary to what I just said. But if this is not true, you have just, made rumblings and shufflings and all embarrassed the hell out of both of them for what? For like clicks and views? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. We shouldn't be surprised by her. But I'm wondering when she's going to change the trajectory of like how she delivers her news and like doesn't want to ruin people's whole entire lives. Cause like this could definitely ruin a life. What if Candiace completely believes this and leaves that man? And what if it's not true? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. It's unfortunate. However, it's going to make for a good season. I've never seen so much damn cheating on one season go on in my life. So it's going to be a good season. But yeah, it's sad. I feel sad about this because I actually really like Chris and Candiace as a couple, and I'm rooting for them. So I really do. I hope and I pray that it's not true. I do. So anyway, you guys, drop down in my comments. Let me know what you guys think. You know, do you guys agree with, you know, some of my thoughts? Do you think that Chris could possibly have done this? Do you believe this lady? The lady's giving she did 5 to 10 years in prison, possibly. Like that's what she's giving me. She kind of looks like that when on the video that I saw. Anyway, you guys, drop down in my comments. Let me know you guys' thoughts. As always, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll talk to y'all soon.